Hello, hello. Happy Saturday evening to you all. I'm here on the West Coast, so it is morning for the East Coasters. And I'm hoping to build up a momentum and some audience, but I know that this is going to take time, so feel free to watch the video later at your convenience. I wanted to talk today or this evening about, well, I have a little more information about our Constitution and Bill of Rights to share with you all, as I know that every American, no matter what your political party is, deserves to know about our Constitution and the way that it's being trampled on right now, which is not acceptable. We'll talk about that. And then I want to also talk about stalking, since I am a victim of stalking, and also stalking from family members and illegal and unlawful surveillance of my family, with my ex-husband having information about me he shouldn't know, who happens to be in law enforcement and also in the MAGA cult. And the history there as well. So with his wife. So anyway, this has been going on for a while. His wife was cyber stalking me back in 2019 and 20. She made fake military men. And at the time, I was trying to do a little bit of online dating as a single mom. Yeah. So anyway, that happened then. And now he has information about me all the way from across the country that he shouldn't have. And I have been severely abused and mistreated for a long time now, especially under the DeSantis administration in Florida, but now it's happening out here where I live in San Diego as well. So, but we can talk about that a little bit more after we talk about the Constitution. So I'm just going to read a little bit more about the Constitution to you all, and then I'll go into stalking and the effects that it has on the victims, and personalities to look out for when it comes to stalking. So here we go with the Constitution. So the articles define the structure and powers of the government. So the Article 1 establishes the legislative branch, which is Congress, and powers of the government. So the Article 1 establishes the legislative branch, which is Congress, and its powers. Article 2 establishes the executive branch, which is the president and the president's powers. Article 3 establishes the judicial branch, Supreme Court, and its powers. Let's see here. Articles 4 through 7 deal with the state's powers, amendment process, national debts, and ratification. Simplified Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments. So freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition. Guarantees the right to practice any religion or no religion, speak freely, publish information, gather peacefully, and appeal to the government for changes. The right to bear arms protects the rights of individuals to own weapons for a well-regulated militia. Quartering of soldiers prevents the government from forcing citizens to house soldiers in their homes. Freedom from unreasonable search and seizure. protects citizens from unwarranted searches and confiscation of property. So that one for sure has been broken with my home invasions that keep happening at my home. So that's definitely something. The rights of the accused guarantees due process of law, protection against self-incrimination, and and unfortunately, we've seen a lot of people, a lot of our immigrants, and even some U.S. citizens who have been detained, being treated very poorly and not given any due process, which is a violation of our Constitution. The right to a fair trial ensures the right to a speedy and public trial with a lawyer. So everyone has the right to a fair trial. Excuse me. Rights in civil cases guarantees the right to a jury trial in civil cases. Freedom from excessive bail and cruel and unusual punishments. Limits the type of punishment that can be inflicted on those convicted of crimes. Other rights of the people states that the enumeration of specific rights in the Constitution does not deny or disparage any other rights retained by the people. Powers reserved to the states reserves powers not delegated to the federal government, to the states, or the people. So that's just another brief explanation of the Constitution and Bill of Rights. And I can't state it enough, so we'll just keep talking about that a little bit each time. So as far as the stalking goes, excuse me, let me just readjust really quick. So as far as the stalking goes, okay, so the effects of stalking on victims and I have PTSD, I told you. So with me being stalked, it exacerbates those symptoms. It's not good for my health. But the perpetrators continue to engage in that. And it's probably also a type of psychological warfare in an attempt to try to break me down so that they can continue to try to dismantle my family and the benefits that we're on that helped me put a roof over my child's head as a single mother. So anyway, so yes, PTSD, and it absolutely does give me PTSD. I honestly haven't had a moment of calm or happiness or peace in probably about 3 years, as the DeSantis administration was also stalking me, and then now it's happening out here as well. So I do think some of this is political, and I also think some of this is also due to my ex-husband being in law enforcement and having information, getting access to information that he shouldn't be getting, especially since I left the marriage because of domestic issues with his temper. So this is very unfair to me and my child. And also, I just have to put that out there as well. So more effects of stalking would be disturbances in self-organization, symptoms, anxiety, and social life impairment. And it does cause me extra anxiety when I already am trying to be a mom and take care of my kid. And I'm also trying to, it's also when you're and you're trying to accommodate your child's needs, who also has PTSD from prior trauma from schools and different therapy, and caregivers that have worked with my child. It has led us to where we are now, which is I am full-time caregiving and homeschooling him. And it's very unfair to me as a mother when I'm trying to do my best with my child and also have his privacy protected with HIPAA, because a lot of people just don't understand his diagnosis, and a lot of people don't understand that they can also cause more PTSD for victims that have already had PTSD from different things that they have been through. So the both of us have it, and really, what I'm looking for and asking for out of the public is you don't have to understand our situation, but I do ask that you respect us and our privacy, because it's not right to have the government overreaching. Don't come on the camera, honey. It's not right to have the government overreaching this way and profiling people and discriminating against people. It's absolutely not okay. If I need help, I will ask for it. And so somewhere along the way, these people become so extreme that they feel like they have to control every aspect of every person's life, and that's not what it is supposed to be like at this day and age in the year 2025. Again, we don't all have the same type of lives, but we do need to have a healthy boundary and respect one another and mind our business. And that is what Tim Waltz always says. We really need to mind our business. Now, say something, to the person if you're worried about them, or, if you're really, really concerned, call the police. But why there's people going around my home looking for problems, that is stalking behavior, and it's illegal and it's unconstitutional, and I don't want it. So to me, that is also harassment, and I'm putting it out there loud and proud, loud and clear. I do not want this at all in my home, and the police are not helping me, which is a gross misconduct of the police. And then when I state my concerns to the police, they basically are writing up reports that make me sound like I'm crazy, although I have this footage on camera and nobody can refute that. So when I do play it for the public and I figure out how to do this, because I'm new at this podcasting stuff, but when I do figure out the technicalities of how to get all these things on the I will be putting it out there. I will be sharing the evidence with you all, and we will let the court of public opinion decide what is going on toward my family, and whether or not this is legal or ethical, because I don't think it's either one. And so we will continue to work on that. And I am a justice warrior, so I believe in our